The Uxbridge Update on Uxbridge FM.
Welcome to this week's Uxbridge Update, covering what's going on around the Uxbridge area this week. It's the summer holidays for the kids, of course, so over the next few shows, we'll make sure to drop in a few ideas for them. So this week, what's going on? Well, starting with Thursday the 18th of July at Champers Bar in Eastcote, String Fever are billed as the world's most entertaining string quartet. With electric string instruments, they combine exceptional musical skill with a talent for engaging audiences, rounded off by their famous 40 tunes in 5 minutes finale. Moving on to Friday the 19th of July, the Comedy Bunker at the Fairway, West Ruislip, have Simon Brodkin and Marlon Davis. Here's Phil Smith to tell us more about the show.
As anyone who loves their comedy knows, August is coming, and that means the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Now, you don't need to worry if you can't make it, as on Friday the 19th of July, we're bringing a little bit of Edinburgh to Ruislip. Simon Brodkin, also known as Lee Nelson, will be previewing his 1 hour show, and on the same night, Marlon Davis, recently seen on Live at the Apollo, will be giving his show Emotional Blackmail an airing. Tickets are just £15 and available at www.comedybunker.co.uk.
Higher on Maiden play the Tropic at Ruislip on Friday the 19th, and I'll only give you one guess which band they cover. That could be a loud one. Saturday morning, the 20th of July, help out in Roxbourne Park, which is kind of Eastcote South Ruislip. They're busy converting what was a concrete crazy golf course into a community orchard. They'd love some help moving some rubble, cutting up small branches and digging a trench for a water pipe. They'll even provide drinks and light refreshments from the pavilion. Cranford Park Family Day is Saturday the 20th of July. Here's Robert Barton, who's the secretary of the Cranford Park Friends, to tell us all about that.
It's our big day in Cranford Park, which is it's a lovely country park. It's a little bit of countryside right on the Hayes-Hounslow border. It's aimed at children of all ages and adults of all ages, and we have lots going on. Farm animals that you can pet, and the kids can have a go at river dipping, looking at all the little creepy crawlies in the river. And we have face painting. There'll be quite a few characters in costume because we celebrate the history of the park. There's 1,000 years of history there. And we've got a tea garden in the churchyard there. And there's the old Berkeley stables where the hunt used to meet. And we open them up and people can see inside. And a little secret garden with lots of beautiful flowers. It's a very relaxed day and it's free to get in. And everyone seems to enjoy it.
Also on Saturday the 20th, Southlands Live takes place at Southlands Arts Centre in West Drayton. Shazana Arshad is the centre manager and has more details on what's going on down there.
So Southlands Live has been running for 7 years now. We're in our 7th year, and we've got some amazing bands this year. We've got King's Daughters headlining. So King's Daughters are a new band that are being mentored by Brian May. Andrew King, he's bringing a new band called From the Outside. I mean, they all tend to be quite localish, a really good mixture of folk, indie, rock, and then we have like a DJ in between as well. We have 2 stages. We have a main stage, which overlooks the main garden area outside the art centre. So the area itself is beautiful. It's an old Queen Anne house with gardens overlooking it. And then we have an acoustic stage in the village area, and that's from 1 p.m. through to 9 p.m. So there's literally non-stop acts.
There's a family-oriented guided bike ride leaving the Closes Park in West Drayton at 1 p.m, roughly 10 miles to a place of interest. Into Saturday evening we go. At Eastcote British Legion Club, Fred's Summer Family Quiz starts at 7:45, £3 per person, all in aid of the British Legion Poppy Appeal. Music-wise, on Saturday night, the Grapevine Blues Band are at the Swallow Pub in Hillingdon, right next to Hillingdon Tube. They play rocking Chicago blues with a bit of Hendrix, rock and roll, and some jazz thrown in. The Dirty Perks are at the Black Bull in South Ruislip from 10 p.m, playing rock covers. And Something Else play Whelan's in Uxbridge from 10 p.m, playing covers of all sorts. Moving on to Sunday the 21st of July, and early risers can head down to Queensmead School in South Ruislip at 7 a.m. for the Queensmead School car boot sale. If you fancy a bit more of a lie-in, it's the Ruislip Artisan Market from 10 a.m. at the Manor Farm site in Ruislip. Local artists, crafters, food producers and ethical businesses with musicians performing live. Bikespiration are on tour again on Sunday from 10 a.m. You can find them at Pin Meadows Running Track in King's College Road in Ruislip. A chance to try out all sorts of different bikes that aren't just your standard two-wheelers. It's the Uxbridge Auto Show from 10 a.m. at the Middlesex Showground, just off Swakeleys roundabout. Loads going on down there. There's an arena area with displays all day and also a music stage with local bands and singers. Weather permitting, there'll be a Lancaster Bomber flypast and the car park is free this year. Sunday afternoon at Iver Environment Centre, join them for a cream tea and garden tour event, all raising money for the centre. They'll be serving delicious scones topped with juicy jam and thick Cornish clotted cream. Then walk around the 4.5-acre site with different landscaped zones including rainforest, orchard, woodland and raised ponds. Sunday evening, finish off the weekend at Champers Bar in Eastcote with live music from Undersound at 8 p.m. They play rock, punk, ska, pop funk and groove. Tuesday 23rd at the Beck Theatre, One Night in Dublin will transport you to Murphy's Bar for an evening of great Irish music. Lead singer Midi tells us all about the show.
It's kind of a night in an Irish theme pub is the way we're billing it. We used to play the summer seasons out in the Irish bars on the Greek islands, and one night in a rather drunken state, me and the guitarist decided that not everywhere has an Irish pub and we should bring an Irish pub to them. And that's how it came about. So, you know, if you're walking down the street and you pass an Irish pub and you hear the music and you think, oh, I'll have a piece of that, then this is the show for you.
And what sort of songs will we hear on the night on the 23rd?
Well, we've got all the classics, Galway Girl and Tell Me Ma and Seven Drunken Nights, The Irish Rover and The Wild Rover and all the stuff that people know. And then there's a couple of songs thrown in that they might not know, or they might not know our versions of them anyway. We tend to take some of the traditional stuff and really ramp it up and make it a bit more lively. So there's a couple of old Dubliners songs in there that really don't get played very often. So we've got a couple of those in. And of course there's a few stories and a few jokes along the way, and it's just a really nice night, to be fair.
One for the kids on Wednesday 24th. Chloe's Castles will be taking over the Brunel University Sports Centre with inflatables, soft play and ball pools. Tea and coffee is all part of the ticket price. Book a slot at chloescastles.co.uk. Looking ahead in the diary, Black Park are running some outdoor cinema events across the summer. They'll be showing Grease, The Greatest Showman and Jurassic Park. That's all the events for this week. Thanks for listening and sharing with your friends. You're up to date, and if you're running an event, make sure you tell us. It's What's On at uxbridgefm.co.uk via email, or you can WhatsApp us on 07403 482 457. Catch you next week for another Uxbridge update.
Join us on social media. Search Uxbridge FM.